All right, Colin. So my name is Jack Palmboss, and this is Byron Family Restaurant in Byron Center. It's a breakfast, lunch, dinner restaurant. It's a family type. It's a family restaurant, which is in its name. I started in 1978, and then my son took over in 2004. And so yes. As an owner, because of the size of the restaurant, I didn't have a manager. I had someone that was kind of in charge for the second shift, which would be the night dinner hour. I generally came in early in the morning, and I would help with some of the baking, and when we had a regular breakfast cook that came in. And then about 8 o'clock or so, I transitioned over up front. I would go around, pour coffee, just manage, make sure that the front and the back were coordinated good, and visit the folks, because I thought my best part for me was, for my personality wise, for me, what worked here for me, is that the common folks that came, the regular folks that came in, it was important for me to see them up front, make sure that they got a good service. And then when you work with the waitress, I would bust tables. I do anything to take. Nothing was too small or too big to do. I wanted to be right with the help and show them that, hey, I'll pitch in with it too. The name of the game is service. And sometimes I think in the last years we're missing that a little bit. But I mean, a lot of people can still put a nice hamburger out. A lot of people can put nice food out. But sometimes what makes the difference is the service or the personal touch with your customers. And I always thought that was important. I worked a lot up front. Then that way I could coordinate with the back, make sure the food is coming out fast enough, and then overall managed. You got to do payroll, you got to order all the food. I did all that stuff, with that. And then of course you filled in, your cook didn't show up, or somebody's sick. This site's operation, I was the main manager. All right. I would say it's the local little family restaurant that takes care of the needs of the community as far as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not alcohol, but if you want to come to the hub of Byron to see what Byron's about, you come to Family Restaurant. You want to see, you get from old people, you get to families, you get a variety of different types of people, and you can get a feel of what the community's like if you just come to the Family Restaurant. So we're breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're a family-style restaurant, so it's omelets, it's skillets in the morning. So we make our own homemade sweet rolls, muffins, bran muffins, you name it. I don't know how many different muffins he's got now. I can see the board up there. He's got bran muffins, blueberry muffins, double chocolate, banana, coconut, poppy seed. They change different things like that. Another big thing that we did here was homemade pies back in the day. That isn't quite as big as it used to be. The culture changes, different styles change, so we kind of adjust to that. He's been getting to do a lot more catering. My son has, more than I had. And another specialty we did was we had our salad bar, which isn't doing right now because of this COVID business. We had a homemade all-you-can-eat salad bar that we would serve with Swiss steak and ham dinners or fish dinners like that at night. And then over breakfast and lunch, we'd have our homemade soups and sandwiches. That's the type of restaurant we were. Not a big steak place. You have your steak places. We don't serve alcohol here. So so we were more of a family type of restaurant. And he, like I said, he does a lot more catering now. We specialize in homemade potato salad, coleslaw, and different things like that we also serve with our catering. So, yeah. So when you walk in the door, you want to be welcomed. Good morning. A lot of times in the morning, the waitress will say good morning, like Kolin. If you came in here regularly, you say, hey, good morning, Kolin. Another very important thing for me, to me, this is how I built it, was know what the customer wants. I remember years ago when newspapers were big, I'd have 2 or 3 newspapers in the stand up here. I know one guy, he always came in and he liked the newspaper. Well, I told the waitresses, you're bringing the newspaper when you come and meet them. Don't have them ask for it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Anticipate what the customer wants. Take good. The bottom line is service again. Service. You can't stress that more. Of course, you have hot food, all that stuff is good, but service is real important. Well, I hope they feel that they were welcomed here. I hope they feel that the food was fantastic. It was served with a friendly waitress, and we met all your needs. And if there wasn't quite something right, we'd make sure we fixed it, like that. And hopefully they'd leave. Because the bottom line is you can do all the advertising you want, and that's important in some areas, but word of mouth. If they leave here and not happy, they're going to tell people. If they loved it, they got their money's worth, and they were full and satisfied, they're going to tell people too. We're local, we're fresh food. We buy meat right from Byron Center Meats. We buy our local meat here. We get our produce sometimes locally, and we get fresh ingredients. And so it's local, fresh, delicious, and hopefully that we give the best service that you can get.